But it's for life.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
All right, it's live.
We're live.
We are live.
You know you mean
Let
this.
us know if you can hear and see us.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this weekend.
Believe it or not, we're here live at Locker Nut's home in California.
So
Not on,
how the hell did we get here?
not on one channel, not on two channels, not on three channels. We are live on 7 channels, and you're probably wondering, how the Hales did this even happen? Well, we're about to give you the inside look of what's happened this entire past week as the East Coast came to the West Coast and attempted to dominate. We're not going to share with you today if they won or not. You're going to have to stay tuned to each of the channels. But there's no doubt you have questions for your favorite storage unit buyers, or maybe some of your up-and-coming favorite storage unit buyers. If you haven't subscribed yet to all of the channels represented here, we've got Locker Nuts, we've got Treasure Hunting with Jebus, we've got Storage Stalker, we've got What the Hales, we have Storage Hunters Vegas, we've got Bargain Hunters Thrifts, and we couldn't be with them today because they couldn't be with us, but there's no doubt you want to check out Treasure Hustlers as well. So if you haven't, go ahead and do it, and we're going to jump right into our live Q&As because we know you have questions and your favorite storage auction buyers have answers. Sometimes. So what we're going to do first is we're going to place them in the hot seat. This seat right here is the hot seat. They're going to have 30 seconds to answer one of your questions or your questions or your questions or your questions or your questions. And we're going to start and we're going to go counterclockwise around the horseshoe just like God intended. We're going to start with Locker Nuts first. And by the way, if you want your question asked above anybody else's, the best way to do that is to send a super chat. You send a super chat down below. Look for the $sign. YouTube put that $sign in there just for What the Hales. It's marketing, it's branding. And for every other channel, click on it, put in your question, a dollar amount, and we'll see that come straight up. We'll try and get to your question. Without further ado, we got to get to the Locker Nuts. All right, so Locker Nuts, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Jack? Is it going to be Jana? No doubt they have a question.
I
All right.
have an important question. They want to know, how the hells are you?
Oh, we're doing great. We just had, this is the 4th day of what seems like should have been an 8-day event. It's been crazy.
It's been
so
nuts.
much packed in. Little sleep for me. I'm usually in bed by 10 o'clock guy. And it's been insane.
It's been
We're
awesome.
tired. We're just running on adrenaline at this point.
Can't wait for you guys to see everything.
Yes, so much fun.
Follow-up question because you still have 10 seconds. Jana, how much laughing have you done in these past 4 days?
A lot of laughing.
Yeah.
A little bit of scared, but a lot of laughing.
That is correct. Good job. All right, we're gonna have Treasure Hunting with Jebus come on up. We've got Steven, we've got Amber, and not only Steven and Amber. If you haven't watched the videos yet, and they will be released today, they will be released. You're gonna meet Mama Jebus and Baby Jebus as well. We got a question. We got Steven in the hot seat, and the question is, Jebus, are you ready for this?
No, I'm running off about 30 minutes of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, three nights before that. I don't even know my name at this point. I don't think I'm ready for this.
It's Jebus.
Thank you. I
Jebus,
forgot that already.
the viewers want to know, without you giving any spoilers, without you giving a single spoiler, number 1, are the auctions done? And number 2, did East or West win? And remember, no spoilers.
The auctions are done. Did they win or lose? We cannot tell you that yet. You're just going to have to stay tuned because what happened is going to absolutely blow all your minds. Everyone's mind are going to be blown.
When will they start to see whether East or West actually won?
In just a few hours. Right after we end this live stream, we got just a few hours after that. Everyone's posting on every single channel. You got to check everyone out. Everybody has different and original content, so you're going to have to see everybody's to really get it in.
You're out of the hot seat. Storage Stalker, come on up. Through this, we got Storage Stalker. one of the biggest channels blowing up on YouTube right now.
What's up, guys?
We got Alex and Liz. Now,
Wifey.
dude, we got wifey. That's a good thing.
Little mama.
That'd be bad if that was
Little
sugar
mama, big
mama.
daddy.
All right. So we have a question for Storage Stalker. Storage Stalker. Lynn Wilson. Lynn Wilson wants to know, what did you think about dumpster diving? Lynn Wilson wants to know, what did you think about dumpster diving?
You know what? You know what? Dumpsters, look out, because we're coming. We are coming. That was like so much fun. I never thought jumping in someone's trash would be so much fun. Climbing out was fun. Like I got a couple things I'm taking home. A little magic eraser make it right. But you know what? That's awesome. Go check out their channel too. The other people that was doing it with. Oh my God, it was awesome. I just want to say thanks to all these guys. This weekend was super crazy. Never thought I'd be at this point, sitting here with guys like this. Man, it's awesome.
All right, Storage Stalker. Stay tuned. More dumpster diving. We got What the Hales coming up next. Hey, Lynn Wilson, thank you so much for sending that $2. You guys, on any of the channels, you can make it rain with an actual super chat. So we got George coming up for What the Hales, because let's face it, you don't want to hear me, you want to hear her. So we've got a question for George, and it's not, is her real name George? Because if you don't know already, it is. You're right there, sweetheart. Okay, do you have your question?
They want to know, do we dare ever go back into an elevator? And the answer is Hales, yeah.
Hales,
we
yes.
did.
As a matter of fact, if you watch each channel, you'll see multiple elevator experiences.
Yes.
We're not saying they're going to be the same as that first one, but there will be multiple experiences, and we're going to be sharing some of those with you. Even in our video coming out later this afternoon, you're going to see more elevator footage. And if you want to see the whole entire experience from the inside, from the outside, get into the other channels.
Make sure you hop on Locker Nets. They have outside exposure, and your channel,
Storage Hunters Vegas.
They have outside exposure.
All right, Storage Auction Pirate, come on down. Storage Auction Pirate. All right, Storage Auction Pirate. We've got Homes for God wants to know, what was worse in the elevator, the air quality or the fear of falling? Homes from God wants to know what was worse in the elevator. If you don't know, you got to watch those videos. What was worse, the air quality or the fear of falling?
I personally have to say the air quality, because I had no fear in there. I feel like everybody was panicking, and then those situations are when I come alive, so I kind of had a pure calmness. So I was probably the air quality that put more fear than the fear of falling.
All right, Storage Auction Pirate, before you go, because you still have 10 seconds, were you afraid at all when Renee said he was going to take his shirt off?
I don't know if I was more afraid of him taking his shirt off or Alex.
That's a tie.
All right, Storage Hunters Vegas, come on down.
I don't know why that would be scary. I don't. That's sexy. That's a 20 right there.
Kansas Patriot just sent $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Kansas Patriot. He said it's so fun watching all of us together. And so, Storage Hunters Vegas, you guys just hit a huge milestone during this mega project, East Coast versus the West Coast. Could you share with all the viewers what that milestone is?
We finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, we've only had our YouTube for just maybe a month now, maybe just under a month, but we appreciate all of you guys.
Bigger news is we also have a YouTube Red Show probably coming out in about 2 months.
Probably about that.
All right, nice job. Okay, we got Bargain Hunter Shrimps, come on down.
Hey guys.
What's up, everyone? All right, Renee Casey, Spirit Round wants to know, are the rest of these channels even on your level?
You know what? That's the beauty about the storage business. Anybody can do it, and you have two perspectives. You got the storage business. It doesn't matter if you spend 50 or 5,000. You can hit that $1 million lockers. And all these channels are proven it with amazing finds. And all these are great people. They're fun to watch. If you haven't subscribed to them yet, go to their channel right now. Give them a subscribe. Tell them Bargain Hunter sent you. These are all great people. We spent 3 days with them, and your subscription will be well worth it. They're fun videos. They know what they're doing, and hey, you never know what the hell you're gonna see. Well, as Jerry would say, what the hell's you would see.
Alright, locker nuts, come on down. Sorry. We got Jack and Jana again. Jack and Jana.
Any questions?
Judy wants to know, Jack and Jana, particularly Jack, because Jana, you might want to share a little bit about this. Judy wants to know, will you ever ride an elevator again? And maybe we should get into why wasn't Jana actually on the elevator?
Good question.
Good questions. Will you ride an elevator again?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if that's the worst that could happen, then there's nothing to fear, really.
Yeah, I'm not big on elevators, so that pretty much locked it up for me never going in an elevator.
Yeah. No air, and we really packed in, and that's probably her worst nightmare.
Yeah, it is.
But it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Jana, what were your thoughts when the fire department showed up?
Well, when I realized you guys were stuck right away, I was like, went into like mom mode. I'm like, let's call 911 right away. Call 911. And so I went in, talked to the gal, got everyone out, tried to make sure you guys could get out as fast as you could. And then when she said the fan was out, I was like, oh no. And all those people, do you know how big those people are in there? And like they're in there with no fan. So I was like, I just wanted them to hurry to get you guys out. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of big people, we've got the biggest unit of buyer here. We got Jebus and Amber. Come on up, treasure hunting with Jebus.
Yes.
All right, treasure hunting with Jebus. Amber and Steven, the viewers want to know, why isn't Mama Jebus up here with you right now? The viewers want to know.
Good question.
They want to meet Mama Jebus. Why is
Good
Mama
question.
Jebus not in the camera? Is there any way within the 25 seconds you have left, can you get her and show her to the rest of the YouTube world?
Right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mama Jebus.
Hi,
They have Mama Jebus.
up.
They have a follow-up question for you.
Sure.
They want to know what you think about treasure hunting with Jebus and a YouTube career for your son and his
Yeah.
sweetheart.
I want to know too.
I've always said, no, really, anything that makes them happy and that they can support themselves with, I'm all for. They're having so much fun, and I'm just happy that I can be a part of it.
we can bring you along everywhere.
That's right, I like to travel, so you'll see me everywhere.
I love it.
Let me hop out of y'all's way.
All right, we got Storage Stalker coming on down.
I thought we was doing it one time. I didn't know we were doing this.
Oh, you're getting your
Get your
exercise
cardio
in. You're getting your exercise in. Storage Stalker. Storage Stalker, the viewers want to know what channel represented within this room is the funniest and best looking channel that's represented in this room. The viewers want to know.
What's up? I'm Storage Stalker. Now, everyone is like awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Every single one of these channels, like, it was amazing. Amazing. If you go to every single one, you're going to get a different perspective from everybody's view. Like the elevator. One person got this, one person got that. One person got with no shirt, one person got the fart in the corner. Like, it is amazing. The fart in the corner. But yeah, it was amazing, amazing. You guys got to tune in because it is going to be one hells of a show.
But they want to know, what channel do you think is the best looking channel and the funniest channel?
Be wise with this answer.
You know what?
Alice, I got your back, buddy.
Liz,
I'm not the
will
type
you
of person
please
to go
answer
with
this?
myself, but you know what? We're all equal.
No!
Yeah, good answer.
That is what we call here a cop-out. That's a cop-out, and not a good cop. That's a bad cop-out. All right, we got what the Hales coming up next. Come on down, George. Okay, George, have a seat in the hot seat. One of our viewers wants to know, as they've started doing the storage unit auctions these past few months, they want to know what editing software that What the Hales uses to create the videos for YouTube. This would be good for a lot of people, but you got to tell it within 30 seconds.
For our main videos, Jeremy does everything on his smartphone. He does everything from recording the auctions to editing the videos to even uploading the videos onto the YouTube platform, and he uses Video Shop. If any of you have seen our trailer on our channel, I used iMovie for how long was that trailer?
4 seconds. Exactly.
It was like 30 seconds?
No, it's a 4-second trailer.
No, our trailer, not our intro.
Oh, that's I don't remember.
3-minute video, so I used iMovie.
All right, now as you get up to go back, we want to go around robin, and Storage Hunters Vegas is coming up to the front, but we want to know, Locker Nuts, what programming do you use for editing as George heads back? And you got to say it real loud so everybody can hear you.
I always use iMovie.
Okay, iMovie, Treasure Hunting with Jebus. Filmora. We got Storage Stalker.
Brains.
iMovie.
I'm sorry, Storage Auction Pirate is next.
Video Shop.
Storage Auction Pirate, come on down. And then, I'm sorry, I got out of order. That's my fault, not yours. All right, Storage Hunters Vegas. FCP. And then we've got Bargain Hunters Thrift. What do you use?
Final Cut Pro 10.
Final Cut Pro 10. Okay, Storage Auction Pirate. Storage Auction Pirate. The viewers want to know. And let's just, I'm going to be transparent.
I have a question. Someone wants to know, is Pirate's hair soft?
Okay, we can answer that. No, it's very spiky, okay? It's like a knife. Now, Pirate, the people want to know, you brought this brainchild together, you hosted in your hometown, and all of the channels here are extremely appreciative for the vision and for the confidence that you had to bring this all together for all the channels. They want to know, what was it like being a host and seeing this dream become a reality?
It was awesome. Like I watched all these guys on YouTube, and now I think we have like lifelong friendships. But it was a little nervous for me because I know people that watch me know I'm very shy into the camera and I get a little awkward. But I also want to say I appreciate Jeremy because he helped take the lead and get things running. And it's just awesome to be able to get this all to fruition.
All right, thank you, Storage Auction Pirate. Storage Hunters Vegas, come on down. All right, we got Storage Hunters Vegas. All right, Storage Hunters Vegas. One of your viewers wants to know, Kayla Vincent. Kayla Vincent wants to know, what's it like doing auctions on screen again?
You know, it's we took a long break because we needed some mental recoup. But we actually love it again. We love interacting with our fans, and you guys have all been great. I know we have probably about 50,000 fans on Facebook, so we're trying to get them all over to YouTube so we don't have to keep bouncing back and forth. And that way, you know, we get asked every day, like, when are you guys gonna be on TV again? And you know what? We're happy with our YouTube. We're happy making our own decisions as far as what we want to produce. So we're gonna stick with it, and hope you all join us.
All right, thanks for sharing. We got Bargain Hunters Thrift, come on down.
Shout out to Texas, James Hill.
Yep. All right, now, Renee, we have a very personal question from one of your mega fans.
Uh-oh.
And so this is a very personal question. It may take more than 30 seconds to actually answer this one. Angel wants to know, Renee, how much do you weigh?
Last time I checked, 185, maybe 200. Yes,
Yes. They also want to know, how do they get your autograph?
You can actually send a self-addressed stamp envelope to the store and send me an email.
What if they can't afford a self-addressed stamp?
That's a problem.
Locker Nuts, come on down.
We got a question.
It might be 215, I gotta be honest.
Okay, you know, it's good to be honest.
Locker Nuts.
Yes.
This entire project was without a doubt completely and totally nuts.
Absolutely.
One of our viewers sent a $2 super chat, wants to know, will there ever be an east to west battle again? And will it be in the east? What are your thoughts on that?
I say bring it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We look forward to it.
More than ready to take on that challenge.
Are you sure you're really ready for the East Coast again?
I think so.
I think so.
East Coast, what do you think about it?
Not a shot. Not a shot.
Come on, West Coast.
Whoa, 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 we got
Yes. Yeah.
So are you foreshadowing for us, Locker Nuts, that you're nuts for this and therefore there will be another East Coast versus West Coast? Is that what you're trying to say?
Absolutely.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned because there will be more information coming soon. Thank you, Locker Nuts. Treasure hunting with Jebus. Come on down. Treasure hunting with Jebus. Treasure hunting with Jebus. Vice per like 197 wants you to tell Amber that he just farted.
Hey, Viper just farted.
It's so funny.
Thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
If you guys ever fart, seriously, let me know.
Yeah, we need to know right away.
I would like to know because it'll make me laugh.
All right, treasure hunting with Jebus. Not only do they want to meet Mama Jebus, but they also have been requesting to see Baby Jebus if he's here in this live stream.
Baby.
His name is Baby. 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 Baby.
You saw it. I'm moderating, so I'm busy.
Peer pressure got him.
Treasure hunting with Jebus. Can you share with the viewers what it's like to travel with mom and brother on the road and then bring them in as part of the team?
I think it's amazing. Like this, we were talking to like a couple people last night, and like this, us and them two are our squad.
This is
Like
a
it's
dream
us
life.
for all the time.
This is what we said years ago. This is like our dream. Travel the world, make videos, and have fun along the way. That's what we said would be the dream life. We're living it.
Yep.
All right, thanks for sharing, guys. We got Storage Stalker coming next. We got Alex and Liz. Come on down.
You're the next contestant on the Storages run.
Exactly.
Liz, the viewers specifically want to know, not from Alex, but from you. The viewers want to know what's the best way to get started buying storage units in this business?
Online, Google, research, lots of research. You know what? YouTube it.
Ooh.
Where would be a good YouTube channel to figure out how to do that? Would you say
I know
Storage
about
Stalker?
6 of them that are some good lockers. I mean, locker nuts. Yeah, I know there's like 6 channels that are perfect you can go to and see it all. But honestly, if you really want to get into it, take that step. That's all you got to do. Take that first step and the rest will be history. That's all I did. I took the one step, started believing in something that was impossible, and hey, look where I'm at. Come on, you guys can do it. All you got to do is get up and go.
Liz,
got
what
this.
websites do you use to get into the business?
Storage auction experts. Well, Google is your first, I would say, your first step.
But other than that, we do a lot of the local auctioneers. We got like 5 of them, and I just look them all up, and whatever's close, I just hop in the car and go out there.
Yeah.
Grab you a little cash, grab you a card, or whatever you got going on. You don't need much money. Eventually, you're going to build up, but like he said right here, you can start off with really nothing, and you can find that locker that's just going to put you on. So all you got to do is try. That's it. Like I say all the time in the videos, try, try, try.
Thank you, Storage Stalker. What the Hales? Come on down. George, it's all you, George. George, the viewers have a very important question. It's actually Lynn Wilson, and Lynn Wilson sent $2 super chat. She wants to know, did anybody miss the auctions? Because I'm not sure anybody on the channel saw the auctions yet from the East Coast versus the West Coast. So can you address that with the actual viewers?
Did any of the channels miss the auctions?
Sure. Or did any of the viewers miss it because they haven't seen it yet? And if they haven't seen it, why haven't they seen it? And when will they see it?
Oh, okay. The auctions, no, we none of the channels have posted any videos with the auctions, but that's going to be coming up today.
After the live stream. What time, everyone, are we posting the auctions?
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Pacific.
Pacific.
There you go.
If you're east, you got to convert to your time zone. But 1 p.m. Pacific time zone, you're going to start seeing it on all the channels.
So stay tuned for that and make sure. And then we're going to include the links, the URL links for all 8 channels. There's only 7 right now in this room. so that way you guys can subscribe if you haven't already done so.
And I'll take it one step further. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to create a playlist of East Coast versus West Coast, and you'll be able to see every single one of the other channels' videos from this huge project in that playlist on What the Hales, and probably on every one of the other channels as well. Thank you, George. We got Storage Auction Pirate. Come on down. All right, Storage Auction Pirate. Ronnie Brunswick wants to know. Do you realize that you are an inspiration to so many people out there of what they can accomplish and what they can do? Talk to us about that a little bit.
I don't necessarily set out to be inspiration, but I've always kind of tried to model myself, just be an example, whether it's at success or failure. I just try to bask in every moment and show people, whether it is storage or life, what you can do and how you can handle it.
Who's your biggest inspiration, Mike?
My biggest inspiration, that's it, very simple. Michael and Michaela, my 2 children. Everything I do is either to show them how to do it right or how I did it wrong, so that they don't follow in those negative footsteps.
All right, thank you for sharing with us. Storage Hunters Vegas, come on down. All right, we got Brandon and Lori coming down, and one of the viewer's name is Germa, I believe, wants to know, Brandon, what were the last thoughts going through your mind as Lori was about to shoot you with the gun?
Which time?
I'm not that awful with a gun, guys.
No thoughts. I figured if I survived, then I just have a few little holes in me. I don't know.
You know what? I didn't even come that close, so don't even go there. It barely skimmed right next to you. You were fine. He was fine.
'Tis just a flesh wound.
He was fine.
Slight flesh.
I was fine.
Slight flesh wound.
Slight.
All right, thanks for sharing. Bargain Hunters Thrift, come on down. Yay.
Love you guys. Love all of you. I love you guys.
Renee, the Brown Bushman wants you to know that that you are extremely hot.
Yes, he is.
Can we clarify that Renee is the guy in this team, and that your name is Renee, correct?
Oh yeah, we have unisex.
Are we gonna go live wrestling? Is that's what's happening?
I'm just telling you what this is what you're saying. I thought you would appreciate that they said you were hot.
I am hot. I work out. I'm ready to go. Yes, thank you.
Let's see the muscle. Let's see it.
Go ahead, those guns.
Show us your guns.
Sun's
Show us
out.
your guns.
Guns out.
Guns out.
Guns out right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You lift a lot of boxes. It gets you strong. That's why I'm hungry and I eat a lot.
So what they really want to know is, what is your ethnic background? How did you get the name Renee?
Oh, it's actually a really, really long story, but basically...
You have 10 seconds.
The real fast version, my dad was bad at my grandpa, so he said I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm going to give him a French name. Because back in the day, the French and the Germans didn't get along. So grandpa said he's going to be Helmut. My dad said, screw you, he's going to be Renee. And that's how I got
Thank
Renee.
God his name's Renee, not Helmet.
That's a long story.
Date somebody named Helmet.
But she could be in love with a helmet.
All right, thanks for sharing, Renee. Come on down, Locker Nuts.
All right.
Locker Nuts. All right, Locker Nuts. Dakota Yates wants to know if you two were in a competition, not the East Coast versus the West Coast, but if you two were in a competition at a flea market, who would sell more, Jana or Jack?
That's a funny question because I know Dakota knows the answer to that. What, you want to say it?
No, you say it.
Oh, Jan would outsell me like crazy. She is a natural born salesman and people love her. She's got the gift, really. Yeah. Yeah.
And a good cook.
He's good too. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
So then the follow-up question that Dakota wants to know is, how did she sell herself to you?
She didn't have to. No, I was in love right away. And yeah, our friends.
On three, guys. 1, 2, 3. Now, get back in your seat. Don't get room. All right, we got treasure hunting with Jebus coming up. Treasure hunting with Jebus.
Yes.
One of your viewers named Frankie wants to know, and I gotta clarify with you guys that Frankie may not be the keenest in the sense of obvious. Frankie wants to know, are you in California right now?
Actually, I think we might be in Australia.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
we're
not
in
really
California.
sure. Where are we at right now? Does anyone know?
Not a Foster, please.
You're in the Bay Area.
I think we're in Australia.
So we're in Australia.
Yes, we're in Australia.
Where did the East Coast versus the West Coast competition take place?
At this point, I think it's Mars. I don't know.
And you're not sure because you haven't slept in how many days?
Like a week.
4 or 5 a week. Yep. We're going on pure adrenaline right now.
All right, thank you for sharing Treasure Hunting with Jebus. We got the Storage Stalker next. Storage Stalker.
I was juiced the first couple times, my legs getting tired.
Storage Stalker. The viewers want to know, but you cannot share a spoiler, okay? You cannot share a spoiler of what's going to be seen in these next few days. Is there a moment in these past few days that sticks out that you'll never forget for the rest of your life?
Only if the door's open. Only if the door's open. I am traumatized forever. But you know what? That was the beginning. Can you imagine what happened for the next, 72 hours? OMG, it's going down. You guys better tune in. Tune in. Today, what, 1?
1 o'clock.
The fun begins at 1, but the videos are not going to stop. You probably get them all week from just this weekend. It's going down. You guys tune in. Do not miss it. Do not miss it.
All right. We got What the Hale's coming up with the George's George. George's George. Raymond McKay just sent a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Raymond.
Raymond.
It's $100. Holy cow, Raymond! Raymond! Woo! Woo!
Raymond says, congrats to the awesome work for East and West Coast. I see a new family that has been started here. Looking forward to seeing more of this. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, Raymond.
That's huge, Raymond. Thank you so much. And I think we could actually, one of the things that we say often in between ourselves and our relationship is that we feel like the YouTube family is sometimes closer than actual family. Not all family is blood. And so we have no shame in telling you how much that we love Treasure Hunting with Jebus. They were the first channel that we actually did work with, and how much we love Storage Auction Pirate. And we can go around the table with Locker Nuts, and we can go over to Storage Stalker, and then we got Treasure Hunting Vegas, and we got Bargain Hunters Thrifts and Treasure Hustlers. These people feel like family. And so that's the coolest thing. Thank you so much, Raymond. We appreciate that. And honestly, Raymond, you probably should have sent that $100 to the West Coast, because they probably needed it more than we did to win this competition. Thank you, George. We got Storage Auction Pirate coming down.
Come on down.
Okay, Storage Auction Pirate. We've got a question.
I got answers.
Your viewers want to know, where's the Salt Princess?
The Salt Princess, yesterday, which you guys definitely got to tune into when that comes out, really kind of wore her out and took her emotions to another level. You guys are going to definitely have to tune in for that. And she was really exhausted today, so she couldn't make it for those reasons.
And just so we share with our viewers, when our viewers see the videos on the channels, they see maybe a 15-minute, video, or maybe it could be a 30-minute or a 40-minute. We have worked constantly around the clock as channels on YouTube. How many hours?
I don't know if I can count that.
So what you're seeing on the channels that will be released today at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, that's been around the clock. And so we've been at auctions. How many units did we actually go to auction at?
We went to a total of, I think, 12 facilities, and we saw almost 45 units total in 2 days.
Not a bad deal. And then you have to get in it. Then you have to sort it. You got to film it. And then you got to win, which we all know East Coast probably did. East Coast probably did. All right, we got Storage Hunters Vegas coming up. Jack Halo. Viewer Jack Halo wants to know, what's the craziest thing you've ever found in a bin, and what's the most expensive thing that you two have found? So craziest thing, most expensive thing, Jack wants to know.
Craziest, I'll do coolest.
Okay, I'll do craziest. I know I've said this story. I don't know if all of you have heard it, but we had found a bin, and there was just a small, a lot of paperwork I was going through, and a small manila envelope. And I took out the papers, and there was still something in it, so I dumped it out in my hand, and there was actually human teeth. So I started reading through the paperwork, and this woman's husband happened to be missing in Vietnam. So he was MIA, and then they finally found him. Unfortunately, she had passed away, so her unit went up for auction. So we actually held on to this, trying to find a family member to return it to. And we still have it today. So hopefully we keep looking and looking and looking randomly, and hopefully we'll find someone in our family to take over the information and all the documents. But that was probably the craziest, just human teeth.
Coolest thing, Tesla.
There you go, and it's done. All right, Bargain Hunters Thrift, come on down. Come on down, Bargain Hunters Thrift. The price is right. El Runo, your viewer and subscriber wants to know, have you ever, I kind of feel silly even asking this question, have you ever found drugs or guns? Remember, we are in California, so careful on the second answer, but have you ever found drugs, have you ever found guns in a storage unit?
Usually that's the reason why people lose their lockers, because of drugs. So don't do drugs, kids.
It's actually said, yes, if you're at home, if you're thinking about smoking that joint, say no, then go and tell somebody you know. Okay? Have we found guns before? Yes, and we give them to our local FFLA, whatever their abbreviation is, firearms dealer. They run all the numbers, they make sure they're not stolen. Then if they're clear, they sell them for us and they take a commission. But drugs in almost every lockout, it's actually pretty sad.
And it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. If you do drugs, you're going to lose it all.
One follow-up question. With all the units that were bought this weekend, were any drugs or were any guns found?
Yep.
I can just say yes without giving anything away. That's all I can say.
All right, that's all we need. Come on up, Lager Nuts.
Right now.
Come on up, Lager Nuts.
I feel we should like high five or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lager Nuts. Lager Nuts. The world wants to know, because the world isn't as nuts as you. The world wants to know, what does it feel like to get tased?
Yeah, it hurts. It does. I'm not gonna lie. That was not fake, and it does hurt. But the good thing is that it doesn't remain. It's not like a bee sting. It goes away pretty quick. I'll do it again.
We had a nurse on standby.
So just to clarify for anybody on the channels, because we have hundreds on the channels watching right now. I just looked at what the Hales, there's almost 400 watching. If you have not seen Locker Nuts get tased, how can they see that?
Go to our channel, Locker Nuts, and you'll see it right away.
Subscribe.
Locker Shocker is the title.
Yep.
Or just get a taser right now. We can do it live.
It's in the garage.
Who wants to see him get tased again? All right, we got treasure hunting with Jebus coming up. Treasure hunting with Jebus. All right, treasure hunting with Jebus. Obviously, East Coast representing large. But the viewers want to know, since the East Coast came out to the West Coast, how in the world is the East Coast going to get everything back to the East Coast that we purchased?
Well, since we came to the West Coast, we decided to be, nice to them because that's what we do. So we gave them pretty much all the stuff we found because we're nice people.
What he's really trying to say is we're putting it all in our private jets. We're having it flown home, but he didn't want to seem conceited. So, that being said, is there anything that you're keeping that you're taking home with you, treasure hunting with Jesus?
There very well might be, but I don't want to put it out there yet. You gotta stay tuned to see that.
That's good. What time does that come out today?
1 p.m. Pacific time.
All right, thank you, treasure hunting with Jesus, Store Stalker.
Maybe you want a comfy seat this time? Nice and soft. I know your back hurts sometimes.
Storage Stalker. The viewers want to know, because nobody knows yet, and it's okay to share this, okay? They want to know, did every channel actually purchase a storage unit, or did any channel not get a storage unit?
Every single channel got one. Every single channel got a surprise in it, and every single channel made some money. right?
But
Right, guys?
which channel, which coast is making the most in regards to profit?
You know what?
East Coast.
I would stick with the West Coast, stick with the East. But you guys could be the judge of that. But honestly, they came to the Bay Area and they tried. But you know what? We don't know what's gonna happen. When you tune in, you will see. And if they, you know what? Just tune in. You have to. You have to.
George's
Tune in.
George, come on down. Here comes George with what the Hales. I think she already has the question.
Yeah, Deacon sent a $2 super chat, wants to know what's the best website to price vintage old costume jewelry.
All right, Deacon, thank you so much for the super chat. What's the best website for costume jewelry? Why don't we phone a friend? Let's go around the table and let's see where everybody actually gets their prices and their values. We'll start with Locker Nuts. If you had costume jewelry, what website would you use to actually price it?
I have no clue.
All right, that's not bad.
That is correct.
That is correct. Treasure Hunting with Jebus.
We would try to look up sold listings on eBay. If we couldn't, I have no idea.
Storage Stalker, nice and loud.
The little old lady at the market.
He says little old lady at the market. Storage Auction Pirate.
Well, if it's high end, I have buyers already lined up for appraising, but if it's anything else, I just give Mary Harris a deal. Shout out to you, Mary Harris.
Mary Harris.
We all love Mary.
Mary's a huge super fan and she loves her costume jewelry. What about Storage Hunters Vegas?
Worth Point.
Worth Point. Now, with Worth Point, one of the things you need to know, you can look up a couple things for free, but you actually get a subscription to use that long term. And Worth Point will give you a long history of sold prices on eBay. So if it's a unique thing, you only get so many days. So if you get a unique thing, that'll stretch it out and you'll see the entire history of sold. All right, Bargain Hunters Thrift.
Because you know quite a bit about everything.
Yeah, but if you do have to use a website, Worth Point by far, and we actually have a video coming out. And I think the membership is like 20 or 25 bucks a month. And if you guys in this game of buying storage units or just flipping, it's one of the best investments you ever make. Because not only will you see prices, but you will see trends. You know, in 2016 it was 100, and 17 125, and 18 150. Wow. So you can see if stuff is going up or going down, and that will also help you with how aggressive do you want to price it. If every year the price is getting lower, you obviously want to price it aggressive.
What's the membership fee again a month?
I believe, yeah.
It wasn't 20, it might have went up to 25. So $25 a month.
It's well worth it.
Well worth it. That being said, as Renee even said, he said, it has a lot of information. When you're in the resale and the flipping business, you can't know everything about everything. The goal is to know something about everything and to have that information and those tools in your disposal, in your pocket, so you can make more money.
And let me add something really quick to that, because people always tell me, we looked it up on eBay, most people don't realize eBay only gives you 14 days of price data on most items. That's why you want Worth Point.
Thrift Traders on the chat, he says yes, Worth Point is worth it.
Worth Point is worth the point.
There's one more you want to buy for modern stuff, Casey?
Terra Peak.
Terra Peak, same price.
Terra Peak. Terra
She's had
Peak.
it for years.
All right, Storage Auction Pirate, come on down. All right, Storage Auction Pirate. David M. the car boot picker sent $2 and said, did the East Coast enjoy, David the boot car picker wants to, he said $2, he says, did the East Coast enjoy losing to the West Coast, LOL?
Well, technically speaking, we don't even have a winner necessarily announced, so it's hard to say who feels bad or feels good.
Oh, I mean, I feel pretty good. What about you, Treasure Hunting with Jebus?
Very, very good.
Anybody else feel good?
I feel great.
I feel great.
Yeah.
We feel greater than great, right, Jebus?
You feel the best. The best.
Locker Nuts is all feeling all the best now. How are they going to find out who actually won?
Well, you're going to have to tune into everybody's channel. Bargain Thrift Hunters, Storage Hunters Vegas, What the Hale, Storage Stalker, Treasure Hunting with Jebus, Locker Nuts, Treasure Hustlers, and of course myself, Storage Auction Pirate. To watch every video starting at 1 o'clock today and probably the rest of the week, the rest will unfold.
You're going to get to see a lot of, you're going to get to see a Hales with a lot of great stuff. All right, we got we got Storage Hunters Vegas coming down. Come on down.
Come on down.
All right, Ocean Blue Graphics. Ocean Blue Graphics wants to know in 30 seconds about the best unit you've ever bought. 30-second story on the best unit you've ever bought.
My helicopter.
We've bought so many, but that was probably, well, I guess that's his, I said the Harleys, but if you said
Let's go helicopters, Harleys.
Yeah.
And one with that.
Either or.
How much did the helicopter unit cost you?
28,000.
How much did you flip it for?
Oh, God.
72.
Yeah, 72.
Not a bad turnaround.
Not a bad one.
Not a bad one at all. All right, thank you guys. And we got Bargain Hunters Thrift. Come on down.
Woo! Yeah! 1 p.m. people, tune into all the channels. 1 p.m.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Want to see a good
All right.
actor?
I apologize. This is the question that's being asked. The Brown Bushman wants to know. Yes, I said it again for you all. The Brown Bushman wants to know, what is Jeremy's actual skin color?
Tan.
Yours? 10.
Tan.
I think what the Brown Bushman is asking, because he asks it all the time on our channel, he wants to know what's my ethnicity.
I would get, yeah, put me in the spot because I can't win that question. I would say white, Caucasian.
Oh, that's what it's going to be, a white thing now, huh?
I'm sorry.
Well, let's just say George is 100% Egyptian and I'm 100% Hales. All right, thank you for sharing, Bargain Hunters Thrift. We got Locker Nuts, come on down. All right, Locker Nuts. You just had a $5 super chat sent from David M. the Car Boot Picker. Thank you so much, David.
Thanks, David.
They want to know, he's jumping from channel to channel
I
to
love
channel
it.
to channel.
I love it.
That's awesome, David. David wants to know, did the East Coast actually enjoy losing all their money to the West Coast? What's your perception on that?
They had a good time.
Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, we're not going to say they lost their money. We're not going to spoil anything, but everyone had a great time.
They did.
This has been a fantastic event.
Yeah.
You guys are going to have a lot of fun watching it, and that's why you're going to have to watch all the channels. Everybody had a great time.
Can you share, without spoiling, which I think you'll be okay without spoiling, how many units did you buy?
I bought one.
We bought
Where?
one big one.
And how much did you spend on that one big one?
$550.
$550.
Well spent dollars.
This is a unit that you're going to get to see all week, and you're going to want to see it because it's absolutely amazing. I didn't get to see it all, but I know there's some things in it that I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
Now, did the East Coast spend any money at all?
They
Maybe a little.
were pretty scared the first day. You guys were a little scared the first day, but the second day you warmed up.
I think not. I don't know.
Scared?
that was mine.
Listen, you guys buying garbage and us saving our money, we don't call that scared.
We call that common
We
sense.
call that common sense on the East Coast.
Scared money don't make money.
Oh, I like that, Mike.
I guess they keep define garbage.
Anything the West Coast bought, garbage. All right, thank you, Roger.
Before every channel except for this round, can we have them do a bid holler? How they do their bid hollers?
Absolutely. Actually, Locker Nuts, sit right back down. We want to know how you actually bid when you bid.
I don't really have a style. I was listening to myself. I said, "Wow, I said you up there." It wasn't rehearsed. It comes out a little different every time, but yeah, sometimes I don't say anything. It just depends. Sometimes I'll know.
The finger.
Sometimes
I worked my finger out for this entire competition. You see how, look at that muscle. Look at that. Yeah, I was ready. All right, treasure hunting with Jebus, come on down. Hunting with Jebus. Mark Siddall wants to know what's the most odd thing you found treasure hunting as a whole. Mark Siddall wants to know the most odd thing you found treasure hunting as a whole.
Oddest thing.
There's
No, that's
so many odd things.
It's not even storage units. If I had to pick one, it would be Barnes & Noble dumpster 2017 throwing away about $7,000 worth of brand new toys that were not even touched. $7,000 worth of toys in the dumpster.
So my odd thing, which is more on the nasty side, we found a whole like deer carcass in the dumpster.
Oh
That
yeah.
had like his head blown out. Sorry.
Awkward transition. How do you bid on storage units when you're at auction?
I'm the quiet finger guy that just laughs at everybody taking it serious. I just laugh, smile, just one finger up, just get everybody irritated.
So you do the finger flexing
Oh, yeah,
as
you
well?
gotta get this finger strong.
And I
They're
don't
powerful.
bid often, but I just say yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You say Hales yeah or yeah?
Hales yeah!
Yeah! All right, thank you, treasure hunting with Jebus. Storage Stalker, come on down.
When you're done, what's that?
No soft chair for me.
Someone said to tell you hi, the guy from TV.
All right, Storage
Yeah,
Stalker. Dennis Robertson wants to know, How many kids do you and Liz have? What are their ages? What are their gender? In other words, they want to know a little bit more about you personally and your family. Kids, names, ages, gender.
I actually have Who is Store Stalker. It's a video on my channel, but I have 4 girls, and the ages are
Let's go.
let's go.
Let's go. 12, 7, 3, and 1.
Yeah, and all girls. My house is all girls. I got 1 boy dog, and that's like my son.
All right, we want to see how you bid. How do you bid on a unit?
400. And if it don't work, I'm walking away. I give them a little whisper to the ear, and that's it. But most of the time, yeah, that's it.
All right, now don't leave yet, because I want the viewers to know I actually captured Alex bidding, and my video that will be released today at 1 o'clock is the most unusual, most insane. It's like locker nuts insane way to bid on a unit. And I showed it to George, and she was dying laughing this morning. You've got to see how this weirdo actually bids. All right,
takes one to know one.
Hey, you're weird and we like you.
Yeah, we love weird people. That's right up our alley.
BCS BBQ sent a $5 super chat, appreciated, and asked, what is the most amount each channel has lost on a single unit?
Oh, that's a good question as far as loss on a unit. From what the Hales perspective, do you want to talk about units that you've bought? And then we'll go round robin around the table.
So I've only been buying storage units since end of October, beginning of November, thanks to this guy here. Now I'm hooked, which is why we created the AA meeting. I want to say I've never spent more than $400 on a unit, and usually I've been able to find, when I'm profiling, I'm able to find 1 or 2 items that'll pay for the unit, and then the rest is profit. So to answer that question, no, I have yet to lose any money on any of the units that I've bought.
So that being said, everybody has a different personality and a different style when they bid. I've never lost money on a unit, but I've never lost money on a unit because of the way that I bid. I'm not a gambler, I'm a businessman, and that business has to make profit for me, and I have to know there's profit. But that's not the way everybody bids, and that's one of the fun things of watching all of the channels. Let's find out if anybody else, how they go. Locker nuts, have you guys ever lost any money on a unit?
Yes.
How much have you lost on a unit?
Luckily, just a few $100 was the worst, but it's the time. A lot of time.
So the time that he spends, that's where it gets him. What about treasure hunting with Jebus?
Oh yeah, unlike him, we are gamblers. I spent $130 to see what was in one bag and one box. We spent over $200 because there's one little safe in there that had nothing of value in it either.
All right, we got storage stalker. Have you ever lost any money?
Couple hundred, but usually, like Jack said, it's the time. I lost my back in one. I was down for a while, but other than that, nothing too major.
Storage auction pirate.
How much have I lost on a unit? My worst loss ever was $5,600.
Oh, ouch.
Scare money don't make money.
And if you've never watched Storage Auction Pirate, he always says scare money don't make money. All right, Storage Hunters, Vegas.
14.9.
14.9. What about Bargain Hunters Thrift?
A few thousand a few times, but I mean, we make money in most lockers.
Yeah, Renee says you're not a real buyer until you've lost money.
It all evens out.
So there you have it. What the Hales isn't a real buyer. But that being said, we all have a different style, just like we have a different style when we bid. And so when I'm at auction bidding, George, what do I usually do?
You'll shout the price.
I'll shout a price. I'll jump a price. I may whisper, I'll go, yeah, I'll be like, right here. And if the auctioneer is waiting too long to try and get another bid, I will put peer pressure on him. I'm like, you need to sell it right now. And the auctioneer usually will just jump to that peer pressure and go, sold. All right, that being said, we got Storage Auction Pirate. Storage Auction Pirate, come on down.
Another question I just want to answer.
All right, Storage Auction Pirate. Storage Auction Snipers just sent you $10. Oh, is that for me? Well, anyways, they still sent $10. They want to know, can you answer this for everybody? Where's Wade's Venture?
Wade's Ventures actually had a little problem. He was trying to make it out here, but his son ended up in the hospital because he bit his tongue. So please send your condolences to his son, and that is the reason why he was not able to make it.
Now, follow-up question, a little bit of a transition. One of your viewers wants to know how or what insight can you give on valuing baseball cards?
Valuing, to my honest opinion, unless a baseball card is pre-1970, it really has very little value unless you have a special insert or a rare rookie or something. But eBay sold is the best place to really find any answer to what something's worth.
Condition.
Everything, yeah, condition. All right, thank you. But before you go, we got to know, how in the world do you bid?
Well, I'm gonna say it one more time, scared money don't make money. When you're at the auctions, people smell fear. So a lot of people, even the biggest bidders, want to go quiet. They're like this, ooh, 25, 30. I'm the exact opposite. I want to know I'm bidding. So if I really want the unit, well, I'm gonna shout high bid. If I really want the unit, this is what I do. That's my exact tactic, but usually I just shout out something, I jump it almost every time, because most units aren't gonna go as cheap as you want them to, and you kind of scare people off when you show that dominance in your bidding.
Thanks for sharing with us, Auction Pirate. We got Storage Vegas, come on down. All right, Storage Hunters Vegas. We have got a question from Julian Hernandez. Julian Hernandez is asking this question. Wants to know, Brandon and Lori, I love your show. Do you ever get tired of the hard labor?
Yeah, every day. That's it.
Every day.
Every
You know,
day.
it's exhausting. To be honest with you, we started this business because we wanted to make our own time and work hours and schedule and whatnot. And it seems that we never stop going now.
We started this
It
business
seems
because we
like
didn't
it's
like working
harder
9 to
than
5. I didn't like
yeah.
taking direction from anybody. So
Yeah.
So now that you don't work 9 to 5, what are your hours now?
6
All day.
to 11 a.m.
All day, every day.
16 hours a day.
It never ends.
All right, we want to know how. Wait. We want to know, how do you bid?
Yup.
No, I usually, I'm like a quick little, yeah, you know? And he's either, he's usually like, yeah, or he'll be like right here, or, you know, he kind of switches it up more than I do, so that's pretty much it.
All right, thanks for sharing, Bargain Hunter Swift. You're next.
Hey, David M., thanks for the super chat, all the way from England.
Nice,
That's awesome.
fantastic.
And we had somebody from the Philippines, and I think, what is it, Netherlands? Or-
Yeah, all over the world, we
Yeah.
love you guys.
As we're getting into this question, we want everybody's prediction in the chat, in all of the live streams. Who won? Hashtag East Coast or hashtag West Coast? In the chat, we want East Coast or West Coast. Bargain Hunter Thrift, we got a question for you. The Brown Bushman, he's asking.
Again, is that the only?
Is he, what's he asking all these questions for?
Yes, naturally, it's good looking.
He wants to know, when do you get most of your sales on eBay? Would it be weekend sales? Would it be weekday sales, evening versus day? When's the peak, if you can answer that within 30 seconds?
I don't think there's a regular time, but they do come in rushes. I think whenever the first comes around, or the 15th, the middle of the month, so whenever those dates fall, all of a sudden we just get all kinds of offers.
So that specifically is random. It's all over the place.
It's totally random,
Yeah,
depending.
because it sells to people all over the world.
The more you list, the faster the sales comes in. When I put in fresh stuff, sales come in.
Casey just hit a huge point. What did you just say, Casey?
I said eBay sells all over the world.
And that's the thing. If you're not selling all over the world, why the Hales aren't you? You should be. All right, thanks for sharing. But before you go, we want to know, how in the world do you bid?
I got two.
Like yours.
Yeah, I got two styles. If I'm in a soft, quiet, nice one, I'm just like, you know, quiet. If it's like a battle, it's a tense auction, I'm like, yeah. You know, I let them know I'm here.
Thanks for sharing. Now, I do want to give some insight on Renee's, on how he bids as well, because during this competition, he not only bid, he crop dusted Jebus and I. And we think that was extremely unfair, as you're in the comments saying East Coast or West
He's
Coast
blind, Diddy. That's what counts.
or Vulcan, one or the other. In the comments, we want to know who won it. East Coast, West Coast. You're going to find out today, all later this week, as you watch all the videos being released on all the channels. And so you're going to want to root for your favorite storage auction buyer, and you're probably going to find some new ones as well. So 1 o'clock Pacific time, you do the conversion wherever you're at. All of the channels are going to be uploading at the same time, and so that's important for you to be ready, and all of the videos are going to be different. So you will not see the same video on the same channel. You're going to get to see the beauty of all the creativity of the channels, and you want to make sure you subscribe, you want to make sure you like, you want to make sure you share so that you can be a part of it all. That being said, we also have another huge surprise for you coming out on Tuesday. Tuesday is if you think being stuck in an elevator, as Alex already shared, he said, man, we were stuck in an elevator and it only got even bigger and bigger and bigger from there. Tuesday is a huge, and I mean huge, Jebus, Renee, Alex combined, huge video you are not going to want to miss. And it will all be released at the same time. Now, in the Pacific time, that will be 3 p.m. In Eastern time, where the East Coast is, that will actually be 6 p.m. Don't miss it. Don't miss anything at all. And as we start wrapping things up, East Coast versus West Coast, we gonna do this again?
Yeah. It's Hales here.
Hales! Yes, we're going to be doing this again. There's no doubt whatsoever. We're already putting the details together, but this time we're going to neutral ground because we, just like you, no doubt, think it was an unfair advantage for them to be in the home court. Doesn't mean they won by any stretch of the imagination.
Already making excuses? It's okay.
You farted on me, Renee.
It worked! I got the... I can't say that.
The home court advantage is going to be taken off the plate. We're going to be meeting in an undisclosed location. It'll be a mystery to you until we get there. Make sure you stay tuned because you never know what the Hales is going to happen on any of these channels because these people, they're locker nuts. With that being said, have a great day, have a great afternoon, have a great evening, and remember, East Coast! 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 Mike's still alive.
I'm gonna go out in the garage real quick.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We love you.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for watching.
What's up, guys? Stalker. I'm the best one and the funniest one out there. You wanna watch me?
Look how tall Jebus is. He can touch the ceiling. He can touch the ceiling. Hi, Amber. Hi.
Hey.
Here's Mrs. Lockernuts.
Our channel, we have
Say
so
hi,
much
Mrs.
fun.
Lockernuts.
Hello, everyone. One guy, one person. I think it was Irene.
Yeah.
Irene that said.
I just actually said I went back and looked
Here's
at my own
Renee.
Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to What the Hell.
Will you give me an autograph for free?
Yeah.
Baby, I'll give you as many autographs as you
I
want.
think she meant me.
Oh, I think she meant she wants me to give you
Hold on,
an autograph.
Get gassy. Hold on.
Here we go again.
Don't you dare cropped me on live right now.
It's
Don't
usually
you
George
dare.
crop dusting me, and now it's Renee.
He's straight. By the way, come check out our channel, Bargain Hunter Threat.
Yes, and if you're in the San Diego area, check out his
Check out the
channel.
store.
And I want you guys to leave me a comment let me know that you guys love the Hales and you saw us on the Hales, what the Hales, and then subscribe to us.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Baby Jebus did a good job.
61.
Say hello.
61.
This is Mrs. Storage Stalker. They live here in California.
Make it happen.
Yeah. You're gonna want to see everything.
Everything.
Say hello.
Everything.
Say hello and goodbye.
Hello, goodbye.
Say hello and
We do a
goodbye.
mutual a goodbye off here.
Yes.
Say goodbye.
We're
everyone.
going to include the channel's URL links in this live as soon as we're done.
That's the first time
Nice. Hey, can everybody see?
Bearded twins.
You should be able
How do
to
you
see
stop the
all the
live?
new
How do you
subscribers.
stop the live?
You go right in there. Hey guys.
Thanks, Michelle.
Everybody should be able to see all their analytics. Then you go right there if they want us to stop the live now. We will come back home to Ohio.